35 past the hour. Listen, it is all about real estate with the Real Estate Q&A with our very good friend Richard Cricchio, and we've enjoyed Richard with us here on the program for going on 9 years, and it is a delight to welcome Richard back into studio after a week of hopefully fun, frivolity, and good real estate news. How you doing?
Very well. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. So how was the week? How you doing? Everything all right? Giants won.
Hey, and wow, what's some games? Dallas and Philly, and interesting.
Yeah, I know.
You just lose a lead.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because I saw a SWAT team waiting for the Giants as they left the locker room to arrest them on theft because that game with Arizona, come on. That was good fun. That was good fun, though.
And I know everybody's kind of focused on football, but we still do have some playoffs going on.
Yeah, I know. You guys did well yesterday. Okay. You did well. On the brink, tied it up. Yes.
Everybody's all worried. Come on. Of course, we, still should get rid of A-Rod, and we'd be a much better team, but okay.
Hey, we have Alexander on line number 1. Anyway. You guys are good, though. You guys are solid. You guys going to take this thing? When is the game? Tomorrow?
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday, tomorrow. Could be fun, man.
Could be. Nova. I think Nova's going, so that should be good.
Yeah.
Young guy. Good.
But the Tigers, there's a little bit of sentimentality there that, the haves and the have-nots, kind of like Obama's tax plan.
Yeah.
You've got the you have the nuts. We need to redistribute some of those runs.
Right.
You're about ready to hit me, aren't you?
No. I can't reach that far.
Anyway, anyhow, it's going to be exciting to see. We've been tracking a little bit about what's happening here at home. And want to jump in, find out any reports over the past week you want to share?
Sure. I mean, basically you have still low inventory. It has quieted down a little, but from what I hear from other, agents and people we talk to, that open houses are still doing fairly well. So people are out there. It's just, that cautiously optimistic type of attitude that we're trying to get.
Yeah.
I guess the negative news I can talk about is just came out today, actually, from housingwire.com, that mortgage applications dropped 4.3%.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying that is in the past week. That's not good because we need to, we always kind of get an indication of how the months are going to be. Next several months are going to be based on talking to the lenders and, hey, how's the loan applications going? If they're up on loan apps, that means there's buyers out there looking to purchase. So not sure how to quite take that yet. Could be that, a lot of them were just taking a break and, it's only for a week. So, but they're saying that's the lowest level since 1940.
Oh,
and that's according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. So it may be a little rough fourth quarter here. But let's wait and see.
Let's just see what happens.
Let's see next week when we get some revised numbers, how the last quarter ended, actually, and see where we're at. So I'm not going to throw any black clouds out there in negativity because, again, rates still at what they're at. It's still a good time to get in there, and if you're looking to sell, it's still a good time, obviously, because the rates are what they are, and there's buyers out there. Just got to find them.
It's almost as if, I'm going to use a very loose analogy of the automobile business, is that although there may be numbers that indicate that number of units may be down, there still remains remarkable number that are being sold.
There are, that's a good point because every day, even today, there's a property that's going to go into escrow. Right. Let's put this into perspective. Yeah, definitely.
That is very true. So there's also in the news, one of the headlines has to do to fix the economy, fix the housing market. But then again, a companion story then says mortgages, harder to get and more expensive.
And it's kind of
catch-22 there.
Yeah, but it is really the economy. And I guess a way to look at that is, okay, why are the banks so afraid to lend? Because of the economy. Why are the buyers so afraid to get out there and purchase a home? Because of the economy.
Right.
So, fix the economy, and everything else falls into place.
So what is that fix, then, of just two of us just chatting today?
Two of us just chatting?
Just chatting.
You have the 5-second...
No, I have the 28-second delay.
So it's not just the two of us chatting. Okay. We all know that November, we need a change. because unfortunately we don't have that confidence that somebody can do something and change the economy. And it's not going to happen overnight anyway. But again, it's the confidence of the consumer that needs to see, yes,
that's exactly it.
I'm moving forward. We are seeing there is something, this is a plan, this is going to work. Not just more, well, let's, print some more money, throw it out there and see if they can, create a job for a year. I mean, all this talk about the job creation for the teachers and this and that, it's only a temporary, but a lot of people don't realize it, but it's just a temporary, okay, we'll throw it out there for a year. What's going to happen after the year when they have to do the rebudgeting? So it's just a Band-Aid on the tourniquet. Unfortunately, you really need to put the tourniquet on that arm and stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
Not this little Band-Aid that's like, what are you, joking? But yet people think the Band-Aid is good enough, and in reality it's not, because it's just a job extension or it's enough money to extend it. But when you get to the budgeting, it's really not there. So it's just being responsible, and there's none of that in our
none of that in our current political and financial
Thank you.
strategy.
I was looking for that.
No, I agree with you 1,000%. And I just came across your story with the lowest levels of mortgage rates in 60 years. 30-year average falling to 4.09. 15, oh my God, I can't believe we're going to say this, 3.33%.
That's insane.
What is that? And that's what tells us what is broken, because at these rates, with this free money.
And people still don't get it and don't understand what it means. I was at Costco the other day picking up some stuff, and I ran into a couple of past clients that bought maybe in the past 2 years ago. Hey, how's it go? Good. He says, hey, I'm thinking of refi. And I'm like, yeah, go for the 15. Oh, but my payments will be so much higher. I'm like, do you realize what you're 3.3? Come on. 15-year, you're going to have that sucker paid off so fast. I said, sit down and do the math.
That's great advice.
It's crazy. I mean, that's how it makes sense to refi, because, honestly, if you bought something in the past year or two, you got a pretty good rate.
You did. Right.
So the only way to make it a great rate now is to refi to a 15-year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my advice. But what do I know? I just work here.
He just works here, just owns half of the world, and helps people every day. 8:43 in the morning, and you're dialed in. It is the Rick Amato program with Real Estate Q&A. We also find that if you're looking for the highest median cost in America today, you can look at the state of Hawaii. Okay, we're at about $525,000 as of the last report. It is there are only three other states, if you include District of Columbia, that are greater than 300,000. The national average is 179,009.
Isn't that amazing?
What? That's the median. 179. I saw a car over at a dealership.
More than that.
More than that.
Yes. And that's why we are, we kind of lose the perspective of what it's like on the mainland. We hear all the foreclosure numbers, the REOs, this and that, and they think, oh, well, the market's going to come down, in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, I kind of repeat myself a lot about this, but we are a neighborhood here. I know we're called a state, but we're a neighborhood as far as it goes, as far as real estate, because the numbers of homes we have, the numbers of, population, it is a neighborhood. You look at San Francisco and you look at their real estate numbers, and we can relate to them. We look at certain neighborhoods in California, San Diego. We relate to those neighborhoods as a state, because even in those certain pockets of neighborhoods, there's lower end homes, condos, whatever, and then there's the middle price range, and then the upper and the extravagant. That's why we are a neighborhood, and if we look at our numbers, you're not going to go wrong with purchasing right now.
Right. It's amazing. Average Manhattan home, though.
There you go. That does not include parking. Go ahead.
That's right, because it would be much higher. 1.4 million.
Yes.
Average
in Manhattan.
In Manhattan.
I heard, and I'm not joking about the parking.
You're not. Tell folks. I mean, the parking is it's like a whole separate purchase on its own.
$1,000 a month. I know some people.
At least, yeah,
at least, yeah. Or are they buying?
And if you buy them,
I can't even go there. I don't even know. But yeah, it's again, it's all relative.
Yeah.
And if we look at where we are, I mean, come on, you're going to pay that much for a place in Manhattan and have to deal with winter and cold, and here you don't. So
that's right.
Think about, you put it into perspective. Our prices, everybody's always, it's going to crash, it's going to come down again. We just don't see it. We're leveled out here. We've been through so much, and if you look back at what we have been through, over the past 10, 15, 20 years, you just look back and you look at the economic scales and you look at the charts of what happens in real estate and the prices. We're at a great time right now. We really are.
It is.
And it is unfortunate.
It is
amazing.
amazing.
It's so difficult for some people to get the financing. But it is what it is. But there's no excuse. But if you're really on a mission, your goal is to purchase something, you have no excuse because there's no reason why you can't get that credit cleaned up.
Yeah.
And if you do have the bad credit and you have to pay a little higher interest rate, stop whining because you're going to get into a property.
That's the point, though, is that even qualifying for a higher interest rate is tougher.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah.
But I guess my point is that a lot of times, yes, you can't get it cleaned up just enough.
Right. That's true.
And this is, working on cleaning it up.
This is like from no way to, hey, you're in the game.
You're in the game, yeah.
Gotcha. There's a story on CNN Money. They give the Obama administration a scorecard on their housing policies. Because we're enjoying our conversation. I won't bring up the details of that. Maybe we'll talk about it later. Tell us all about Help You Sell and why and how folks can come and see you.
I can do that.
Good.
Help You Sell is a national franchise. Has been around since 1976. Bicentennial year.
It was a very good year.
And locally here in Hawaii, I opened up the franchise in 2000 and have seen an enormous success. The only difference from a Help You Sell office compared to a traditional real estate office is the business model and the way we charge our fees. And we do just charge a fee when we sell a property to a client. We do all the advertising, we do all the paperwork, we do all the escrow follow-through. All the companies are the same that we all affiliated with, termite inspectors, surveys, home inspectors, whatever it may be. The only difference, again, MLS, Board of Realtor affiliations. So the only difference really is at the end of the sale in the transaction, and you review your HUD, rather than paying a percentage of the sales price to sell your home, you're only going to pay a set fee, and it's going to translate into literally thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in savings to you for no different service that you would expect from the traditional companies. We do allow you to be involved if you wish. Some people are, but lately a lot of them haven't been. They just like, no, I can't do this. Just sell it. So again, we're just flexible that way. But great website presence, photos, virtual tours, just like anybody else. Full color flyers, open houses, brokers opens, and if you're out running around this morning, come on up to Wailaiki and nice $1.9 million home.
Really?
Gorgeous property. We'll be up there. I'm going to scoot out of here real quick this morning.
Yeah.
We'll be there by 9:30, and come on in and see us. If not, we'll be open Sunday also. So, but again, no difference from what we do to the traditional real estate companies.
Great idea. Awesome. Telephone number and website address?
377-1200, 377-1200, or website is honoluluproperties.helpyousell.com. And, of course, pick up our magazine. It's on the street corners and Safeway Times and Star Markets in the neighborhood.
Beautiful. Back with more. And, by the way, I'm kind of hogging the time with Richard again, but I would love for you, if you have a question, comment, observation, maybe even if you're buying, selling, or planning to invest, now's a perfect time. Chat with us, especially with Richard Cricchio of Help You Sell Honolulu Properties, and we'll be back in a moment. All right, the world of real estate is before you with Richard Cricchio of Help You Sell Honolulu Properties. And if you'd like to join us, 521-8383, 1-888-5